This conference will now be recorded.
So yesterday we started and we discussed the course content. So we went through entire course content. Today let's understand a system demo. We will check rule based and activity based both. How the system executes the consolidation of investments. How can we check the output? I'm going through first consolidation and subsequent consolidation. In the future sessions, we will execute all other activities. Yesterday, when we discussed, we understood rule-based SAP added some more activities like partial divestiture, equity, at equity method. So these are the activities we are going to cover in the rule-based. First consolidation, subsequent consolidation, step acquisition, partial divestiture. Total divestiture, consolidation method changes, increase in capital. So these are the scenarios. What is partial divestiture? What is step acquisition? We are going to discuss detail in the future sessions. In the activity-based activities, if you observe, all whatever we covered in the rule-based, same activities you can execute with using activity-based. Also, you can execute partial transfers, horizontal and vertical mergers. Now, let's start with activity-based consolidation of investments. So when you execute activity-based consolidation of investment, how the output generated, and also we will discuss when you execute rule-based, how the output is generated. We can compare both of the outputs. So I have one version, which is A00 version, which I created for activity-based consolidation of investments. I completed data collection, currency translation, whatever necessary steps required, all those I just completed. Let's execute the consolidation of investments. Even I maintain the percentages. Let's execute the consolidation of investments. Let me clear the cache. Give me 1 second. So my version A00, which I created for activity-based consolidation of investments. Let's go to the consolidation monitor. In the consolidation monitor, as I said, I run all the relevant activities. Now I have consolidation of investment. There is a task here. If you observe, if it is equity method, at equity method, we just need to run the preparations for consolidation group change. So America group. So in America group, we have US and Canada, USA and Canada. USA invested in Canada. How much percentage? 35%. As we know, like equity method, first we should not include the financial statements in the group. So preparations for consolidation group change we have to run. So I ran this preparations for consolidation group change. So when I run, it's revoke the values, the reported data values. Then I'm running the consolidation of investments for America equity at equity method. When we run the consolidation of investments for the at equity method, so it creates the first consolidation document. You can see here. So investments it picked up, equity it picked up. So in the equity, whatever this is the 35%, 35% it's picked up, and it also generates the document. So this document, if you see, it's posted in the holding company. US is the holding company. It's calculated investment at equity. One leg gets posted in 171,000. Other leg gets adjusted from the reclassified from the investment in subsidiaries. So system automatically calculates this entry. And if you observe purchase method, right? So Europe group, right? For the Europe group, we can directly execute consolidation of investments. When I right click here, when we click on update, it is going to post. I'm just clicking on test to check the data. So in the Europe group, we have Switzerland and France. Switzerland is the holding company, France is the subsidiary. So if you see the first consolidation document, you can see the first consolidation document here. So it's picked up the investments. So my total investments 150,000. Subsidiaries investments from the Switzerland. You can see that this thing Switzerland holding company, from the Switzerland it picks up the whole investments. And equity side, equity we should pick up from the France. So now you can see in the France I have equity issued capital and retained earnings total. This is 100% and this is group percentage and this is minority percentage. And based on this calculation, system automatically generated the document. You can see the document here. See here Switzerland investments eliminated. So the credit 150,000. Issued capital eliminated from the France. And from the, in the France NCA part is calculated, and goodwill it's calculated and posted 67,702, which is goodwill, which is a positive goodwill. So positive goodwill system automatically post in the 3140's goodwill elimination account. So this here mainly goodwill, right? So if you want to go with amortization, so you can go with that also. By default, ABC comes with goodwill elimination for the positive goodwill. If you want to change it to amortization, you can change it. And also subsequent consolidation also it automatically generates. So the point I want to make it here, the entry is configured by SAP. I just given the data. So what I mean, I manually loaded investment in subsidiaries. What is Switzerland investment in France? 75% with percentages against investment account. I loaded the data and I identified the data. For example, France, whatever issued capital, retained earnings I have picked up. So those I identified as first consolidation relevant data. That's why that information, investments and equity, both from the holding and subsidiary, included in the first consolidation document, and the entry is configured by SAP with the 1SG content it comes, so the entry posted. So the same thing, the same output, if you want to get it from rule based, you have to configure, you have to configure SAP delivered content, so you can use the existing rules, and if you want to change those existing rules whatever delivered by SAP, that you can change. And if you want to add new methods, you can add new sequences. If you want to add, you can do it. However, in the rule based, what happens, the goodwill here automatically calculated. In the rule based system won't calculate, you have to manually update your goodwill, whether it may be negative goodwill or positive. For example, if you configure goodwill also, whether it may be negative goodwill or positive goodwill, it will post it in the same goodwill account. It can't identify, okay, this is negative goodwill, I have to post to P&L. If it is positive goodwill, I have to post to equity. So it can't identify that way, but ABC can identify. Then subsequent consolidation, if you observe, system understood the net income of France 78,520, which is subsidiary, in that group part and minority part. So for the minority part, system automatically generated the entry. So this is the, so it's posted one leg in 321150, which is NCI net income balance sheet, and other leg in net income NCI, which is 792000. And you can also see the uh, earnings effect, because you updated, system updated net income NCI, it automatically posted the earnings effect. So I can read the result, I can check the result here, I can understand what system has done in the activity based consolidation of investments. And also one more point, when you execute at world level, so this is my world group, let's say this is my world group. When I'm executing the world group, so world group includes Switzerland, France, US, Canada and Germany. So when we execute at the world group level, each subsidiary, each associate includes in the group level. For example, if you see the Canada, right? So the Canada is 35% included in the group. And if you observe the US 100% included in the group. And if you observe the Switzerland, so Switzerland, it's included 90%, you can see in the first consolidation. And Switzerland investment in France 75%. So now if you observe France, how much it's included? 67.5%. So the group share, it's automatically calculated. 90 multiplied by 75%, which is 67.5 percentage. So at world group level, it's included 67.5 percentage. And if when it includes in the France result in the world group, if you observe, it automatically, see, because you have Europe group, Switzerland and France, these two entities are there, and the same entities we added in the world group. So in the world group, Switzerland, France, US, Canada, Germany, all these are there, right? Germany invested in Switzerland and Switzerland invested in France. So if you observe here, system calculated the goodwill here 67,702. So at Europe level, the goodwill is calculated 67,702. Now I'm calculating the result for the world group, total group, correct? Main group. So main group. So in the main group, Germany is the holding company. Germany invested in Switzerland. How much? 90%. Germany investment in Switzerland 90%. So the remaining 10%, system calculated minorities in goodwill automatically. 67,702 multiplied by 10%, which is basically minorities in goodwill at the world group level. So the minority system automatically calculated and posted. One leg it's posted NCI goodwill, other leg it's posted in the goodwill elimination. It's automatically generated. So what I'm trying to explain here, when you are moving upper levels, system automatically calculates the minorities and minorities in goodwill, and it posts. This is not possible in rule based, right? So now let's understand how the consolidation of investments, you already know, happens in the rule based. So let's set the global parameters. So U20 is basically rule based consolidation of investments. I configured this. So I executed all the activities for the rule based, required activities for the rule based, like currency translation and all. Eliminations also executed. Now if you see the consolidation monitor. So this is my America group, right, which is USA invested in Canada, which is 35%. For this, we have to run the preparations for consolidation group change in the rule base. So I run the preparations for the consolidation group change. So same thing. So right click, update it. So the same way it is generating the result. Now, when you run for the equity method, for example, investment and equity method, let's run the consolidation of investments. So right click and test. This you already, because when we learned this equity method and purchase method in the group reporting course. So we executed these things. You already know these things. So the result, whatever you see the result here, yeah. So you have to analyze. So this is 171,000, 711,000. The goodwill we manually updated, right? So it's generating a link here. So here you have to understand these sequences. So this is executing the subsequent consolidation, right? First consolidation, whatever entry, goodwill entry, we posted manually. So this is subsequent consolidation. So the triggering amount, whatever amount you see here, this is the what you say 314,800 other comprehensive income it picked up, 317,000 which is net income it picked up, 35% it's calculated. So this we configured for the subsequent consolidation. First consolidation for the equity method, that whatever first consolidation document we manually posted. So second thing here, let's execute for the Europe group. So this is my Europe group. Let's execute for the Europe group. So whatever result system generated, right? So first sequence, so for example, I should know what is the sequence. First sequence 10 I created for the investment elimination. So the triggering amount 150,000 and one leg posted in the same 172100, which is investment in subsidiaries account. Other leg it's posted to the some uh, same account. Here it's posted. You can see again 10 here it's posted. Clearing account 17210C. So each and every sequence you have to understand, because each sequence we configure for one entry. So each and every sequence we have to go through. Else, what we have to do? We have to open group data analysis app. Let's say we have to go to group data analysis app, and there we can analyze what the system generated entry. So we have to go to group reports, group data analysis. So here we have to select whatever we need, rows, columns we have to select. So rows and columns I selected here, already selected. So now you can see the result we can analyze here. Whatever posted against 00 reported data, we loaded this data. Whatever posted against 20, these are the intercompany eliminations data. Whatever posted in the 30, which is basically my consolidation of investments. Here I can check, yeah, goodwill posted 67,702. The goodwill is posted in the goodwill, positive goodwill account, and thus investments eliminated and equity eliminations you can see, minority calculations you can see. So the equity, whatever is there, issued capital eliminated, positive amounts, because in reported data negative amounts, and NCI calculations also you can see here. So what I mean to say, yes, you can execute a consolidation of investment using rule based, which is good. It also generates the same consolidation result whatever you see, but the main thing is goodwill you have to manually post if you want to use SAP delivered rule based calculations, and equity method possible, and what is that purchase method also possible. And also one more thing you have to understand here, rule based, when you execute the rule based for the world group. Okay, let's say I'm executing the rule based for the world group. So here minorities in goodwill, system is not going to generate this minorities in goodwill. You have to automatically see it included, it considered all the world group entities. It generated the result, right? However, you should understand, like what you say, like minorities in goodwill, you have to post via manual adjustments. The same way, you have many activities. As I said, when you change your when you are going to the activity based, same way, when you are executing step acquisition or capital increase or partial divestiture or total divestiture, you can see the proper entry in front of you. So that's why I said yesterday, right? SAP says, okay, for this S4 HANA public cloud, we use S4 HANA rule-based consolidation of investments. In the group reporting, rule-based consolidation of investments they want to use, right? For the future implementations. However, on-premise and private cloud, still we have option activity-based and rule-based. So as I said, the activity based, if you, so for example, if you are first time implementing the partial divestiture or total divestiture in the rule based, you are not comfortable with the entries, you want to see what entries posted for the partial divestiture or total divestiture, then execute the activity based consolidation of investments. Take the partial divestiture, total divestiture, whatever activity you want to execute, take the entry screenshots and execute the same thing in the rule based and compare the entry what rule based is posting. If any adjustments, you can correct it in the rule based. So basically you get a guidance from the activity based consolidation of investments because it generates and shows the entry, right? So we will, so with this my demo completed, my system overview completed. So we are going to start the session from the next weekend. As I said, the session timing is uh, India morning 7 a.m. right? Might be if I change, it might be 7:30 a.m. half an hour this side or that side, right? Because some of the UK participants, it's very late. They are requesting even from Dubai. Some participants are there. They are requesting. So I make it half an hour this side or that side. I will let you know, right, based on the registrations. So I will, as I said, like I said, I will share all the information, configuration steps, whatever sample data files required, right? Sessions are not recorded. Basically, you have to attend the live sessions. You all know this one, weekend sessions. Yeah, we'll stop now. Yeah, any questions?
Kiran,
Yeah,
Kiran, if we miss any session, how will we?
I'll make sure my configuration steps include each and every step. So if you miss the session, right? So same like group reporting, you have to go through that Excel. If you have any questions, you can call me.
Okay.
Right. So I'm just stopping the recording.